Cyril, still around, no longer with the team. Is that
Yeah, much the same. You know, Cyril's got his degree, graduated. Cyril's played a lot of football. He's battled through his time here now, and I support his decision wholeheartedly for Cyril to move along again to that next adventure in life. And I think it's so important. You know, people like to make big deals out of those things sometimes, but you know, kid's put in a lot of hard work. He's had a very, very solid career. He's excited about the future. He believes it's time for him to move on in his future. And when he walked out of my office, I gave him a big hug, and he knows I'm going to be there for him forever, and I'm in complete support of his decision.
No, was today or this weekend that Cyril made the decision? Was that today or this weekend? Or
this has just been recently. Yeah.
What was his reasoning for leaving?
Just move on to a new adventure in life. There's no ill feelings. There's no issues. I know everybody wants, again, I know it's the big deal. Everybody wants to make a deal out of it, but it's a kid that's decided that he's excited about the next chapter of his life. And I'm always going to support kids in that situation.
What does that do to your secondary now with two guys, seemingly leaving this week?
Yeah, you know, it's two holes that we had, that a couple guys we had before and we don't have now, and they all have playing experience. So, you know, it's a little bit of a shot as you go through there. But, you know, we have a lot of young guys. It's an opportunity for more young guys to be able to step up and continually move forward. So it's, you know, I don't look at these things as a big deal. I look at them as nothing more than opportunities for kids to move on in life and kids in this program to be able to move forward. That's exactly what those guys would tell you, and it's exactly like the two young men that are still with their team in our hearts, but not with us right now on the field. They'll still be part of this team.
It's emotionally or mentally, does that change any dynamic with those two guys gone?
No. This was, I don't know how much you saw practice, but this was a big-time football practice today. You know, there was give and take on both sides of the football. It was very physical. They were locked and loaded. They got to bang around and tackle a little bit, and they handled this practice extremely well. So these kids are, today they were in a very good spot.
When you evaluated the film from Friday's scrimmage, what did you see that you liked or didn't like?
Well, you know, it was an early scrimmage. What I did like is you didn't see administrative penalties. You saw that again today, and a bunch of, it wasn't all tackling, but it was a bunch of 11-on-11 work, and I think we're handling situations well. I think we're substituting better on offense and defense, moving through the process, getting guys on and off the field. I like how they compete against each other. They're physical against each other. You never know how physical you truly are until you play somebody else. But against each other, we play physical football, but you're always measured by how physical you are when you play other people. Our playmakers showed up much more in the last 2 days, especially on the offensive side of the ball, to get Seth back, to get Vic back. You know, it makes a big difference. Ryan's getting himself back into that form where he expects to be. Paul Lucas is making some plays, so there's some weapons there that I think did okay in the scrimmage, but they've definitely moved forward in the last couple of days of practice. So, you know, it's a grinder camp. We're still basically right in the middle of it, and we'll continue to fight through it. And there was a lot of corrections made in that scrimmage, and I was pleased with their ability to take the coaching, the hard coaching, and apply it on the practice field here the last couple of days.
Saw Elu made an interception.
Yeah.
Are you starting to see some separation at that tackle position?
We'll have 6 guys. You know, that's what we're going to go with on the depth chart all year long. So there's going to be, and we need all 6 of them. So there's an impossible 7th. You know, we got there's 7 guys that are in a rotation, and I expect all 7 to be able to play. And if they're all healthy, they'll play in every game this year. So you'll see the depth chart when it comes out. It's nose guard. It'll probably be an or with maybe one young man listed as a third, and the other 2 spots will be an or for sure, because we have to. I've told them from the very beginning, if you're going to be good in this league as a D lineman, you have to have at least 6, and hopefully we have 7, and hopefully we can get 7.
After looking at the film and a good practice today, the running back situation, any new developments there?
Well, we're looking for 3, like we said, you know, and Ryan's done a good job. I think Tim Cook he had a very good day today. Tim was physical. He had a couple of very nice runs. He's caught the ball better, and so his meter is definitely on the rise, which is great to see. His attitude is fantastic, and he just seems to be in a good spot right now, which is great to see. And you know, Paul's been back there getting the ball in his hands a little bit. Xavier Hawkins is back there getting the ball in his hands a little bit. And Pierce is coming along. You know, he's a young kid learning a lot, and those protections are difficult sometimes. So it's there's definitely been, I would say, you know, Tim's taken a step forward, and it's been great to see him take that step forward. And you know, Pierce and Paul and Hawkins are all guys that are in there battling through that process and we want to be different. You know, we got a couple big backs, and we want to have a couple scat backs back there, and that'll be part of the plan to be very, very multiple on offense, which we've been talking about, you know, all year.
I don't know specifically what you can say about this, but apparently Isaac Garcia is here, at least in school, and along with Christian Wallace, who's been here.
It looks like, yeah, we're continually moving forward. I'm just waiting for, you know, the higher ups, if you will, to be able to make the decisions on where they're at. I expect Isaac is to be completely ready to roll here in the next couple of days, and it'll be good. You know, exact timing as far as when he comes and practices and all those things are still up in the air, but I expect him, bottom line, is to be a Beaver, and we're excited to be able to get the rest of that process done. And you know, I think there's a couple more steps that need to take place. And you know, Christian obviously was here in the summer, and we're working through that process also. But those are two young men that I expect to be part of this program this year, and we need them to be. And it's frustrating to not have them here now for them and for us, but that's okay, you know, because those kids were most likely going to need a year to get themselves ready to play, and we'll give them an opportunity to get in the program and be ready to roll soon. But hopefully they're here, and I can tell you they're here for sure in the next few days. That's the plan.
Are the JC players developing the way you want them to?
Yeah, we're moving along there. You know, Paisa is doing better and better each day, you know, and he's been pushed by some talented defensive linemen, but I think his progress is moving forward. Wesley and Landry Payne, last couple of days the water is clearing a little bit, I would say, from a giant defensive package that was very foreign. You know, it was basically a new language for him and new techniques, and from A to Z, and he's those two young men, I think, are starting to catch a little bit of a good vibe, if you will, and showing up more. It was great to see. You know, Tim Cook, we've already talked about. Tim was here a year ago, but obviously didn't play because of the injury. So, you know, it's good. Timmy is coming around and doing some good things now for us at the wide receiver spot. They just need to keep competing and try to work their ways into the starting lineups, and we'll see exactly where it goes. But, you know, some of them are holding their ground. Some of them are working to get better. It's a big train.
That's the hook. We got a bunch of players over there.
It's a big train. We good? Okay, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.